Hashem keeps on telling Moshe, I'm going to harden Paro's heart. And he will not send the Jewish people out of Egypt. And all of the commentators say, so why are you punishing him? If you hardened his heart and you turned him into a stubborn mule, so don't expect anything from him. This is a big question. Good question, no? So there's a lot of different interpretations of the famous answer from the Rambam and the Ramban and other Rishonim. If we want to explain this from maybe a neurological or a psychological point of view, and this is a very profound idea in life, freedom is a muscle. Use it or lose it. A muscle has to be exercised. If you don't exercise a muscle, you can lose it. The more I use freedom, the more I'm free. The less I use freedom, the less I'm free. Go back to the regions of the brain. The more I detach myself from the region of the brain that can actually look at a situation, survey it, and ask, what is the right thing to do, what is the wrong thing to do? Not my limbic brain, not my amygdala, but rather the part of the brain that can be reflective. I don't use it. All I follow is the instinct of what feels good at the moment, what is going to protect me at the moment. The more and more neural pathways are created that ignore that part of the brain, and now, after a few years, I have no choice. The more I engage the other part of the brain, my brain creates physically neural pathways that now turn me into a free person. So the next time I'm drawn to the pantry to go eat because I'm feeling anxiety, there's another part of the brain that says, let's think about this for a moment. You know why? Because I thought about it yesterday. Because I thought about it the day before. It's a muscle. Paro, as a result of not thinking about what's right, actually loses his freedom. Like the addict. The addict at this point is not in control anymore. But what made him not in control? What made him not in control were days, weeks, months, years when he or she pursued a completely destructive path, eliminating that, ignoring that component of the brain, creating neural pathways that don't include that dimension of the brain, and therefore it actually becomes a situation where I'm not free. So are we free or are we not free? That's your choice. The more I choose to be free, the more I am free. The less I choose to be free, I'm packing not free. This is what the Rambam explains about Paro. I mean, in the language of the Rambam. He chose not to be free, and therefore I'm really not free. I'm not. I'm completely a slave. Do we have free choice? Don't we have free choice? That's your choice. I may not have free choice. Do you really have free choice what you're going to do today? It's really your choice. If I choose to have freedom, I have freedom. If I choose not to be free, every day I have less and less and less freedom, and at some point I have absolutely no freedom. If I choose today to be free, today it's going to be harder because my brains have to learn new pathways. But in a month, in a year, you're a much more free person. Freedom is not a gift only. Freedom is a muscle. People who exercise muscles, the muscles function on an optimal level.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.